Game 1. Good luck and fun. Oh, and we got, I think, small islands here. We'll check to see if it's small. Yeah, it's small islands. Not the large islands, but small islands. And wow, Tokyo's going to have a nice map if you look at it. He's got this private sea to the left. We'll see if that comes into play. Now, that being said, it's not too many fish. It's got the 2 here. More importantly would be the 5 or 6 fish on the far left there. So not super useful, if you ask me. He's going to have to open with the berries, not quite close enough to the coast to get a shorefish start, as you so often want with Palmy. So he won't be getting that. Tokyo going to be in some trouble early on in the series with the Palmy pick on islands. His map isn't great, but we'll see if he's able to do anything with it. His gazelle a bit difficult to push, so that could put him into kind of compromising position. That being said, Hoh0 on the other side of the map does have a berry start as well. His map not bad. I mean, strag wise, I'd say Tokyo has a slightly better strag map just because he's got that forest nearby. But neither player's starting with that pit opening, so it's not ideal for anyone. Now, that being said, the gazelle pushable for Hoh0 though. A very easy gazelle push here. It is going to kind of interfere with some of his strags, but that'll be fine. He'll still get a really good time. Now, that being also in that vein, we have to look at their play styles. Hoh0 is a player who plays much greedier on the water. He tends to, at least. He wants to fish boom into a solid bronze time, which makes him a bit more vulnerable on the water, as he's more reliant. Whereas a player like Tokyo, he's going to prefer to do kind of like a land start on water maps, then add in the docks after he's kind of confirmed that he's going to get a fast bronze time. And the biggest difference on water maps for most players who do a fast bronze is they want to get 2 scout ships out as well. So the wood income is really important because you want to add in the dock and get a few scout ships out. You can get away with a few less vills on food and get like 2 or 3 fishing boats out. And then you go for the double dock into, 2 scout ships, market, and, your range or stable. Click bronze, and that's kind of the goal. Usually it's a little delayed. We'll see what players are able to do, though. If you're able to get like 10 or 12 fishing boats out, everything kind of changes. Your options are much more... your options are just better when you have that kind of an opening. But we'll see what Tim goes for here, because Hoh0's map not panning out just yet. He's going to be really late on this gazelle push. You can see the difference in their timings here, and that's actually going to matter here. It's going to matter here a lot. He's had 7 or 8 vills on strags. He's gonna give him a good pit timing, but I mean, Tokyo's pit timing is just about the same, and that's what I meant about the strag difference here, especially with Palmy vills being a little bit closer to those strags. Really gonna give him that good time on that pit, which is gonna add up for sure. For sure, just because of the number of vills on the strags. Now, we'll see what Hoh0 is able to do with his gazelle push here, because it looks like he's got a couple stuck near the left there. Could be rather difficult to unstuck these, unglue these, unstick these, whatever the word is. You know what it is. You know what it is. He's 4 gazelle as well, so that's the second patch for Tokyo. This is looking really good for Tokyo so far. Problem is Palmy. Palmy has a really rough time in early Tool, because that's when their economy is A, most vulnerable, and B, that's where you really don't see the income difference. All you really do is feel the cost, right? It's only like late Tool into bronze, which is where the Palmy economy really feels good, right? And I know it might be a little bit better or mathematically better, but it doesn't feel that much better from a normal economy at this stage of the game, right? It just kind of feels bad because you're still paying that crazy investment. But you'll definitely see it pay off if he gets enough wood lines out, and we should see a higher wood income for Tokyo. So Palmy could potentially be a really good civ here, but we'll see what Hoh0 does about this. He is Mace. Mace does have the option to rush here. I don't think, it doesn't look like he's going to go for a rush. Their clicks are coming in around the same time. Tokyo actually has to stop getting vills out because he just needs to focus on that click, and he will do so at 19 pop, adding in a fishing boat though already, which is really good sign from him. But as you can see, I think Hoh0 is going to be going for more fishing boats here. Yeah, Hoh is up quite a bit in the pop department. That will be a 3-ville lead. Or a 4-ville lead? A 4-villager lead. Yeah, a 4-ville lead and just 1 fishing boat lead now. So that's pretty significant if you ask me. Tokyo getting 2 fishing boats out, and yeah, it looks like his food's just going to be a little bit short to get the click, so he might have to play this in the tool age, which is going to be rough. He doesn't have any more food. He could potentially grab this shorefish, but we're not going to be getting a fast bronze from him. That's for sure. No fast bronze from Tokyo. Hoh0, on the other hand, with 28 vills, could be looking at a bronze time. We'd have to see his economy, though. Does he have that eco? No barracks up yet, so definitely not in the works. At least a quick works. A quick bronze won't be really possible, I think, at this point for either player. Yeah, both players going to play Tool C. That makes a lot of sense to me. I think that's just kind of what you need to do here. Protect your fishing boats. It's going to be 2 docks to 2 docks, so nothing crazy. 4 fishing boats to just the 2 for Tokyo. So Tokyo really struggled early on here getting those boats out. Maybe he's going to add in a 3rd dock in the tool age. It's really expensive to do so, but sometimes you have to do it. He doesn't have any other food on his map. Like, he doesn't have another berry. Like, he doesn't have anything. I find that very surprising that he doesn't have a single food source other than shorefish. I mean, he has to go to shorefish if he wants to click, whereas Hoh0 here has... Wow. This is a really interesting small islands map. Usually there's elephants and, you know, an extra berry. But no, not going to get that. And there you have it, Tokyo. He did dedicate one of his fishing boats to scouting, and that will give him that critical info. He's in position now, ready to strike onto the fishing economy of Hoh0, getting some of his fishers. Now going for the Villa's going to deny the 3rd dock, which is absolutely huge. Where is the military for Hoh0? It's out of position. Out of position and out of production. Looks like Hoh0 wanted to go for that bronze time, but he doesn't have a market, doesn't have a stable, doesn't have any boats out. Oh, this is a disaster for Hoh0. He just lost 3 fishing boats, and now he has no chance of coming back on the water. The snowball's already started. Tokyo could just keep spamming these ships, and we don't have a bronze click yet from Hoh0. He's going to be really late on this. Still no market either, so he's just really lacking here. Now, if he's able to sneak a Vill over to this dock, he could potentially finish it. Kinda, to me, it looks like Hoh0 wants to try and sneak docks up in places and try and just get a sneak going. Yeah, he's really wood short though. And we'll see if Tokyo spots this. Currently, not going to do so. But Tokyo's dominated the water in every way possible. The problem with this for Hoh0 is even if he does click bronze here, his economy's already ruined because he invested so much in the fishing boats and he has no more land food income. So now he's going to have to transition into farms, which he will do. He's going to have to kind of bank on this transport play working. And if this transport play doesn't work, this game is over. Wow, that croc is crazy. He's just doing the moonwalk. This transport play is everything right now for Tim, who's running his own scout ship over here and out of harm's way. He's going to have 2 scout ships, adding in more docks. So interesting. He's not trying a transport play. I'm a little surprised by that. I don't think he has a position to go for this. I think Tokyo could easily shut this down still. Although Tokyo, maybe getting a bit greedy, isn't fully focusing on naval production. Maybe he thinks that Hoh0 has given up, which will not be the case. Upgrades are even on the wood chop. And Hoh0's gonna get a great repair here, and this northern dock situation is really working out, and the Bronze Age should be in pretty soon for Hoh0. He should only be about a minute out. And Tokyo needs to hope he gets lucky here. And he needs to move north fast because Hoh0's navy is growing. Tokyo's not easing up on naval production though, so he shouldn't be caught off guard by anything. And now he's coming north, so this is going to kind of be that moment where does Hoh0 have the production in time? The navies are going to meet in the middle here. Looks like Hoh0 might go for the fishing. Oh, wow, so smart. Tokyo is already hiding his fishing boats. Looks like he knew this was coming. Now, he does have more navy to use in this fight, but he's not going to be using it. Now, it is 5-on-5 here with the 6th for Tokyo, but he's losing out on HP. So he's going to try and turn this. And now Tokyo's got his click in. So all that fast... oh, whoa, look at that shift to farms from Tokyo. That's a pretty significant shift because he's not going to be able to afford 2 docks worth, I think. And that's Tokyo's fishing just gone like that. He gave that up pretty easily there. And now we have 4 dock production compared to 2. And it looks like Hoh0 might just win the water. The navy of Tokyo, he's just hiding. He knows he's on his way bronze. Maybe he's anticipating that Hoh0 isn't, so he's just going to hide his ships. But Hoh0's coming. Is he going to spot this? Oh, he gets away with it. Funny, he built all the farms and isn't even working them anymore. Oh, knows. He knows the navy's here. He's looking everywhere. Does he spot it, though? That's the question. No, he doesn't. That's huge. And we'll see if the bronze timing really does favor Hoh0 as you would have expected it to. Oh, but a Vil going down to the raids. Tokyo getting his ship in perfect position here to pester this wood line. And that could hurt the efficiency, could force some repit. Do a little damage here and there. Tokyo trying to get more docks up. He's going to get the upgrades in though now. War galley on the way. Hoh0 knows they're down here and he's looking, but he just can't seem to find them. Coming into the docked area. Now the navy of Tokyo will come out here. A little bit late though. War galley's not going to be here just yet. It's being done at this dock, so he's not in danger of losing the dock that's doing War Galley. Now he's going to take the fight on the south side. The War Galley upgrade's almost in. Chop 2 on the way as well. Great initial opening here for him. But Hoh0 just has so much more navy to work with now. Oh, but Tokyo, he's got 3 ships on the right side too, so this is going to be a pretty big sandwich. He's coming in from both directions here. Going to try and take back the channel. This is going to be difficult for Hoh0 because he's got to deal with this tech imbalance, and a couple war galleys spotting out of these docks is going to put him in a very difficult position. Hoh0, his navy going down everywhere. The numbers should slightly favor Hoh0, but at this point it doesn't look like that's going to hold. The tech advantage is too strong, plus 2 chop is in as well, so 8 range to 6. It's a huge difference. A huge difference. And Hoh0, where is your Bronze Age? He's had so many on farms. Looks like he kept producing Vils instead of pausing on Vil production like Tokyo did. And now with the plus 2 chop, Tokyo just in such a good position. He handled the delay pretty well, I'd say. Keeping those 5 ships alive was massive. That hiding spot was genius. He pulled it off perfectly, and Hoh0 was unable to capture that or punish it. So for that reason, Tokyo going to have a huge lead. And this is where winning on the water really just is far more decisive. You can win in the Tool Age, but winning in the Bronze Age is usually GG. But we'll see. It seems like Hoh0 almost up to bronze as well. Going to do his job to hide his ships. He is bronze now, so we'll see when he gets War Galley. Does he have any docks? All of his docks are on this north side, so Oh, we have a landing. Is it villagers, though? It is 3 vills, which I think was in plain sight of Hoh0, who should know that this is coming. But he's going to deal with the pestering war galleys on the coastline still, so his wood income has been kind of ruined, if you ask me. There are still 7 ships up there on the north side, and he does still have his dock production. But if he loses his docks again, because remember, he lost docks in the Tool Age, losing them again, we're just losing the game. There's a big fight potentially brewing on the north side here. We're adding in some cavalry now for Tokyo. And this cavalry hit is going to be pretty unexpected. Now, he's been mining gold for a long time with just 2 or 3 vills. Doesn't even have a wheel yet. Doesn't need it yet. And yeah, this fight isn't going to work out for Hoh0. Tokyo's going to be able to hold it here. Going in, trying to attack. It's like double the numbers though, so like there's no point in this at this point. And now the Cav coming in, they do have armor, so not really bonable by the vills. And Tokyo going to get the win in game number 1 here. Hoh0 going down, gonna call GG as soon as he sees the cavalry. He knows it's too late. And Tokyo with a beautiful play there, getting the Bronze Age really fast. Much faster than I thought. It looked like Hoh0 wanted to go for that quick bronze hit, but just was unable to do it. Oh, I'm the host, right. So the next game on the way. Game 2. Tokyo versus Hoh0. Let's go. So the setting here. Sorry to being late. Is there a backstory to this match? It's fine. You can show up whenever you want. First things. Second things. Is there a backstory? No. Kanye set it up.
Yes. Yes.
And there's no real backstory. This was set up by Kanye. He just wanted a show match. And so the setting here is the loser picks the map, and then the winner picks the mirror sieves. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check this. Yeah, winner picks the mirror sieve. I'm at work, but we'll try and watch as many possible from this deluxe 1v1 XP. How's it going, Brutus? Hope you're doing well.
Yes. Start the game already. Yes.
But let's get going here. Let's get some more games going.
Oh yeah. Start the game already.
Game 2 on the way. Let's dive in. Oh, scoreboard. Let me set up the scoreboard real quick. I just realized I didn't give Tokyo his win. Yes, there we go. Oh, and what a coastal generation is this? Ooh, it's kind of like a Narrows map. So it's got the one thing here. Let's show you this real quick. So this is the map generation. If you haven't seen coastal before, it's a pretty messy map. There's a lot going on here. So we will have the one crossing in the center. Tokyo will be spawning over here on the left, and Hoh0 all the way over here on the right. So from here on out, guys, this will be a mirror matchup. Essentially, the loser picking the map, but the winner of the previous game gets to pick the mirror civilization. So the civs for both players. So they kind of set the tone, set the pace by picking that civ. And oh my god, look at that map. Tokyo got 5 elephants. That could be GG right there. We'll see though. It is coastal, so it could be a water map, could not be. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. This is a map where with the crossings, a lot of times it's just a fast axe rush. And with Chosen, that is certainly one of their stronger options. With the extra HP on the Axers, it certainly adds up. But that being said, could we see dock blocks here? I think so. I think Tokyo and Hoh0 are both players who favor the dock block into bronzing. But I'm not sure we're going to see that there. I think Hoh0 with the Chosen pick is going to prefer the Axe Rush. He's probably, at this stage of the game's history, probably the guy who likes it the most still. I think most players have moved on to scout rushes or, you know, the forward slings or just anything, defensive slings. Hoh0 still likes to go for all in axes. So we'll see what he does with that. Oh man, that's a lot of intel there from that artifact all the way into Hoh0's base. Now let's see. It's a really good opening map, by the way, for Hoh0. He's able to start with this one shorefish pit and a gazelle push, so that's plenty of food income. Now, he does need to work out his granary situation, which he will do. But this should mean he's going to have a faster dock time. But we'll see if that ends up being the case. Tokyo, on the other hand, is going to do the gazelle push. So he's had more vills on food, I believe, here. Oh man, the strags have been so good for Hoh0 this game. Look at that. 3 really good strags. And the wood line. It's almost like he didn't need the storage pit. This is going to be a messy game. Oh, but the lion got spotted by Hoh0. He's going to see this. He's going to go for the Vil. Going to hone in on it. Oh, but just going to barely get away. He's got to keep up the... He's got to maintain the clicks. And now he's hiding behind the strag. We've had so much anger in this game over hiding behind the strags. He's there behind the palm. And Hoh0's not going to notice. Not going to see it on the minimap either. But this time, Hoh0 going to send a Vil forward over the lion's den of crocs. I guess it's a croc den, not a lion's den. We'll see. Oh! Oh! 3 HP though, that's 1 hit from a fellow Vil, so we'll see if he's able to take it down. But this villager doing such a good job hiding by Tokyo. He's still there. He's still there. Oh, he's gonna get screwed here if he doesn't spot this. Gonna go for the defensive granary. And now again, his painter Vil has only 3 HP and he has yet to hide it. Now he is running past these gazelles, so Tokyo should see this if he's paying attention. But maybe he didn't notice. Oh, but he's just pushing the gazelle into Tokyo's base. Oh, he's running right in. How does Tokyo not see this yet? This gazelle just got lured to his TC by a Vil. Oh! Oh! He's still there. Oh man. Oh man, that is special. That's spicy. Oh, but Hoh0 his Vil. It's just in plain sight. Tokyo. Tokyo? Someone? Hello? Oh my god. He re-microed that wood line. We saw him micro the wood line. Oh my gosh. Oh! Wait, what happened here? He knows. He knows. Oh. 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 Oh, and down. It's dead. It's dead. And Hoh0 will get a barracks up. What the heck? Hoho's gonna be the one to get the barracks up with the 3 HP Vil that just sat in the wood line. I can't. Oh, another lion joins in. Tries to house trick it, not gonna work. The Vil will go down. So Tokyo, without any forward paint there, not gonna be able to dock block this, and I think he's gonna be in for an ugly surprise here as the second barracks comes in. Oh, gonna go for the axe rush here. We have defensive barracks from Tokyo, but it's just going to be too late, I think. Well, Tokyo's actually already up. We're watching Hoho's resources up here on the top left, by the way. So this is his Axer production and his tool time. So, I mean, Tokyo's already up. He's going to start producing those slings, and the first clubber will get spotted. Tokyo will fight with the Vil instantly. He could already start walling in his wood line from this axe rush. Looks like he's going to choose slingers as his unit of defense here. Upgrades are coming in now, but is that just too late? There are already slingers out. If he fights with the Vils as well, he could just defend this. One slinger, he's going to be in some trouble, though, if he doesn't protect it with the Vils. He will do so. The armor upgrade is almost in, and that is going to be such a shift here. It's going to go on top of the slinger. Only one slinger's out for Tokyo at this stage. The armor upgrade is in, and now you have to protect the slingers at all costs and just frontline with the Vils. But this axe rush is absolutely deadly. If you are Hoh0, what have you done? It's a masterpiece. He's got him on the run here. Well, 3 slingers in the back, though, should just be able to turn around and kill these. These axers are on such low HP. 1 volley will take down that one. 2 volleys, 3 volleys will take down this one. The Axer in the back, going to be the low HP. Going to get some free hits in with the healthy Axer. Awkward position now. Tokyo, though, no pressure on the other side of the map. Ever since his Vil died, he's had no pressure. And that's going to mean that Hoh0 could be the one to come and wall this. Tokyo does have the first dock up, though. And now the slinger count is pretty problematic if you are Hoh0. You have to get on top of the slingers or kill a ton of Vils at this stage because the army is against you. Even with the extra HP, that's 2 more free hit or 3 hits before stone mining, but what, 3 extra hits from a slinger isn't enough here to really turn the tides, or could it be he's got the surround on these slings? Could come in for the clap. Really good micro from Tokyo so far. Going to be backing up using these strags for defense here. One Axer will run off into the woods and die alone, but he's going to be chasing 2 of these Vils. And now Hoh0 will see the extent of the beauty that was Tokyo's map. See all those elephants. The sling count is going up, but the Vils have just been idle for oh so long. And now I think that's going to start to lead to a material advantage on the map. Although we don't really see it. Let's check the economies real quick. 21 to 20. Timeline dead even. But that's all in the military. And I think the micro advantage is going to be in favor of Tokyo. But you know, he doesn't have the upgrade at the market. Oh man. He's just running his army entirely. Running his eco. He's made it back to the woodline, but that's going to keep him open. If he isn't able to ever stand his ground, he should be turning on this hill here. That looks like to be the plan, but now the quick wall coming out onto the woodline. Going to hold in the fort for a bit, but a bunch more Vils about to go down here. This is starting to really add up. The question is, does Tokyo just go for the counterattack now? He's got wood income secured. And he's got food income secured. Does he just go across and attack? Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the plan. But, I mean, Hoh is going to be hot in pursuit here. You can't get away from this for long. And Tokyo going to take even more damage from these crocs. And Hoh is going to see this if he looks at the crossing. He will do so. Now, there are plenty of Axer production. Plenty of Axeman production. Oh, what the heck? That's a strange thing to see. Now he turns to fight these. These crocs have just lit up this entire army. Look at the HPs here. Every single one of the slings took some hits here. And now he's going to turn and fight on the hill. Is this the position that he needs? He just still doesn't have the market upgrade, so it's going to be so difficult. He's lost the hill advantage. And now that Hoh0's on top of the hill, he's going to be going in for those deadly hits. Hoh0 still doesn't have enough food for the attack upgrade, which does help in the slinger versus Axer micro. Takes off 2 hits from the final damage result, I believe. Or is it 3? It's a pretty big change. Yeah, you go from what? 5 hits to kill to 7. Math. You know, it's quicker. It's quicker. That's all I can say. Oh, man. Oh no. Yeah, this is over. Hoh0 won this for sure. No. If Tokyo can get a win on the water, but he still hasn't finished the market. So all these slings have died now, and he doesn't have the upgrades he needs. He got completely wiped here. He doesn't even have clean stone income, does he? No, he's been long distance mining stone. Oh, we got a fight. Oh, but the surround is coming. Oh, this is Claptown. Welcome to Flavor Town, says Hoh0. Oh, all these vills are dead. Vills, slings, everything. Oh, what a beautiful hit from Hoh0. This is clean. This is a clean game from Hoh0. Look at the Axer count. I was just going to go kill the TC. Nothing to it. Keeping a couple here to defend, it looks like, is going to be the game plan. But, I mean, there's no fear. A full wall off defensively, except for over here. Nearly full wall off defensively. Morville's dying at the crossing. Even with the protection of a single scout ship, it's not going to be enough here. Oh, a Singleville will try and get across, but no, he'll die too. And now, this is devastating. You still haven't dealt with the painter. And now the two ships can come out from Hoh0 at his leisure and come and win the game. So, we'll see. Looks like Hoh0 is going to be continuing to make fishing boats and not going for more scout ships to close this out, because the only thing that Tokyo is holding on to is the water. Oh no. Just two slingers can easily kill all of Tokyo's woodland. Yeah, I don't know. Right now it looks like Hoh0's just chilling. He's just relaxing. I think he wants to win the game with a bronze click. I can't tell you what he's doing. I don't know how the game isn't won yet. Tokyo does have a nice navy, but it's 3-on-2, and with the slinger support, it looks like he might be able to do it. But I mean, to be fair, he does have food income, and he does have stone income. Does he even have houses, though? He does have wood income, too. The fact that this wood line is still in the works is really confusing. I wonder if Hoh0 forgot, or if he just has thought it's been GG for so long. Ever since the army died here. No, it was when he had to run from here. There was a moment here. It was right here, where there were, like, 8 or 9 slingers and, like, 8 axemen running in. And Tokyo was unable to micro it there. And that was when the game was lost, right? Because that was another 5 vills. Like, if you lose 5 vills to an axe rush, but you're making slingers, and you eventually kill all the axers, you can be 5 vills down. That's fine. It was when he retreated here all the way and did that thing across the crossing. It was because he lost here, and then another 5 vills went down. And then all of a sudden, all he had was this wood line and a couple vills with the slingers. And it's like, all right, that's like GG, right? You needed to win this fight, protect the vills there. The fact that he wasn't able to out-micro him there, I think he was a little too afraid of, you know, trying to turn and fight against axers, when really the beauty is when they bump. Like, you want axers to group up and clump up and take bad fights. But we'll see. I think we're going to see what happens in game 3 here, as we are now tied 1-1. So if you're just joining us, the setting is going to be, or the setting is, the loser picks the next map, the winner picks the mirror civ on that map. So they know what the map is, and they pick the civ matchup. It will be mirror, though, so no crazy inequities there. GG. Tokyo tooled 8 minutes exactly, but he only had his first barracks by 8:20. Yeah.
Yes.
Those were some nice axe hits, by the way. That was a nice axe fight with the collapse on the crossing. It's good to see. Hey, welcome everybody. We are diving into the next game. Let's go. Highland. We have Highland and Assyrian. Cool, cool. Cool. Black Gold. I love Highland with Assy Hittite since we actually get bronze. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This is one of my favorite settings too, so we'll see how this goes. I like the way it looks though. Oh, rough strags already for Hoh0. We'll see how this goes. He's got one elephant on the left. Nice gazelle push there. Ugh, another elephant on the right. He messed up his gazelle though early there. And let's take a look at the map of Tokyo. Just gonna open up with the berries. He's got his strags aren't much better, if at all. They could even be worse. Gazelle push is possible, but it's in the direction of his good strags. So this is gonna be a really rough map for Tokyo. Really rough map for Tokyo. Hard to wall for Hoh0, whose opening is going to be really big. But it's also hard to wall for Tokyo. Come on, here. I think this is going to be a pretty aggressive game, actually. I think this is going to be maybe scouts into Bowman. Maybe we just see straight Bowman play. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. A lot of times you think it's going to be one thing and then the players do something completely different. I mean, we could even see Hoh0 try... Hoh0 could bronze this map. He could bronze. He's got good enough strags for a fast pit. He's got a decent gazelle push, although he's going to basically lose that gazelle. It's gone. He could get a pit on the far left as his second woodline if he goes for a bronze play and just goes straight into CA. It's one of the things where if you can get stonewalls up, it can be hard to punish as a Syrian an opponent's bronze. So we'll see. Yeah, but the thing is, Tokyo strags are no better. He's going to spot one of his elephants, so Hoh0 will. No elephants really for Tokyo. He's got the one on the south side. He hasn't pulled it yet, though, so I doubt he spotted it. When an elephant is this far away, you pull it as soon as you spot it. So we'll see if that happens. But he has two elephants. Yeah, I think they're both going to play Tool. I think they're both going to play... Actually, I have an idea for how Hoh0's going to play this just by talking to him. I think I know what he's going to do. I'm not going to say it, though, because I want to let it play out, and I want to see if that's right. I guess I should tell you what I think it is, then, so that way you guys know that I'm right. Do I care? It's just one of those things where do you risk opening scouts on this map? Scouts are so good on land maps, right? It's just such a good unit. It can win the game. The problem is, what if your opponent just plays defensively with Bowman? Like, it's kind of a chess. It's not even chess. At this point, it's, because chess you play with information. This game you play blind, right? So it's more like, what's the game? Rock, paper, scissors? It's like, what does he pick? We already have a Vil from Hoh0. Yeah, maybe Hoh0 just goes full out axe. Maybe he's just going to do what worked. Oh, idle Vil on the berry. We'll see how long this guy takes. Oh, no time at all. Hoh0 really paying attention there. He's pulled in one. I think he just wants to axe rush. He's got the forward Vil. Only going forward with one Vil, though, is always a bit risky. What's up, Frizz? Yeah, 20 pop axers coming in. I think. Oh, you didn't spot him, though. And this is going to be a problem. Large land maps, man. Large land maps. It's really difficult to find your opponent, especially when there are no crossings to kind of funnel you towards them. You just kind of have to guess. Run into lions on the way. Hopefully, they don't aggro like that situation. I don't see Tokyo doing anything here. Oh, wait, the Vils are going to meet. This could get some false pretexts here. The players could think false notions here. The players could think that there's an enemy there, but they won't spot each other. I was really excited for that, maybe. Yeah, I think it's going to be defensive bowman from both players, which is kind of what I anticipated the most. But obviously the players have more options than that. I think defensive bowman from both players is going to be the play. Which means we could have a really interesting match. Defensive bowman play, though, also has the issue of snowballing. I mean, it's not as bad as slingers because they can't get into economies once you stonewall. But it is rough. Where did that Vil of Tokyo go? Ooh, Tokyo could actually have other options. Maybe forward bowman, which could be interesting. Yeah, just defensive ranges. And that's a... Yeah, forward ranges here for Tokyo. This could be blind, though. I don't think he has any information. He's going to spot the gold with the artifact, I think. And we'll see how the walling comes in, because against Bowman, it's all about the walls. It's all about how much land you can control, right? Because with the ranges this close, we could get a GG pretty early. That's why if I was in this position, I wouldn't go for Tokyo's play. Wow, the timings are nearly identical here. But two Vils building the second range will actually give him a little bit of an advantage in the production. So it's all about how much land you control and how safe you can get your woodlines. Because Bowman can get up to 6 range, you have to protect the woodlines. And now Tokyo's going to have to run. And now there's going to be a massive hill for Hoh0 to work with. Now it's going to be 2-on-2 Bowman. There is one hurt, 3-on-2 though. Tokyo has to retreat, and that will be one dead Bowman already. And this could already be a GG position. This hill could just be camped. Bowman could just die on production now. It is 3-on-3 though, so maybe I overreacted a bit. That was a bit of an overreaction. For that, I apologize, because it could also come down to food. Oh, lack of scouting. They're really going to hurt Hoh0 here. That could be a woodline completely protected with another double woodline completely protected. He's not going to have to focus on the walls too much, though. Oh, Tokyo's actually just going to go in around the edge. He's going to try and go for some Vil kills. He knows he's potentially losing the military numbers right now. Let's check the economies real quick before this attack comes in. 5 Vil lead. Yeah, he knows he needs to do something here. But now there's a hill in the base of Hoh0 that's going to be super hard to attack if Tokyo can hold it. He's running in right to the woodline. Oh, boy, this is a really difficult position if you're Hoh0. Now, the problem for... Oh, no. The problem for Tokyo is he's going to be sacking military here. Look at the numbers from Hoh0. He's going to be fighting on the hill. But range on range, the hill doesn't work if it's this outnumbered. Yeah, and he over-microed a bit there. Tokyo did, so he's going to be losing a lot there. I mean, the trade was, what, 6 for 4? So another trade in favor of Hoh0. All these little trades going in his favor. It's a problem. It's a problem if you are Tokyo. Now, the big difference is that Tokyo hasn't had to do as much walling, and now he's adding in his farms. Does he have +1 range? Neither player with range yet. Comes down to this fight here. It looks like Tokyo's going to have the numbers. That's actually really massive. How did that come to pass? Tokyo, with maybe just a bit better production, is going to have full numbers onto this range, and Hoh0's out of food. Hoh0's completely out of food. He's into farm production, but it's just a little bit too late. He never got to this second gazelle patch. And look what Tokyo was able to find. He was able to find that gazelle patch there, add in a 3rd range. His food is going to be stalling out too, though. Both players are certainly out of food here. You know what this is? You know what this is, guys? It's that Hoh0 made those 4 extra Vils. 4 vills, and look at that. Now now it's snowballed. So it was only 4 extra bowmen, but now it's like 7 extra bowmen, and that's gonna be GG. I don't know how that happened. I'll be honest. After winning that fight on the hill, I thought that Hoh0 would just come and clean up anything Tokyo produced, but it seems that Hoh0 had trouble producing. Yeah, and it was really interesting. He had the hill over the ranges, but didn't wall up this side of the map. Not walling up this part of the map was a really big issue. Yeah, it was interesting. The micro here was better for Hoh0. Like Tokyo messed it up big time, but then here I think Hoh0 really something really sloppy happened here. I think he got danced on this side, so we lost 2 bowmen initially right here when Tokyo danced, and then Tokyo was able to push with another wave, so it was 5 on like 4, and I think it was just he kind of ran in his reinforcements from the hill a bit late, and it all snowballed so fast. The kill, look at that, 12-8 kill loss. Wow, fun game. Let's go to game 4. How's it going, BK Pro? Yeah, true, Tongue. That's really true. I'm surprised Soho didn't finish wall after Tokyo had run onto the hill. Yeah. Precisely. Inland with Minoan. Okay. Alright. I could get behind this. So that's Tokyo now with a 2-1 lead in the series. Yeah, sorry for his. Let's just get into that. We gotta wait for clearment. Then we can get going. Minoan Inland, though. What do you guys think of that matchup? I think it's kind of a neutral pick. Because I don't think. Because Minoan doesn't do anything weird on water. I would say the one thing is Inland has. Actually, no, it's not a pick. Hold up. I think this is a pretty interesting pick. It just means that the player with the deep is more snowbally, right? The player that gets the deep fish can snowball their map way harder. Right? So that's an interesting pick. It's kind of playing the game. It's a gambler's gambit, a rambler's. I don't know. Words are hard, man. Man, is it me? My brain just feels fried today. I feel like a piece of toast, and I'm trying to cast games, but I'm just a slice of bread that is slightly burnt, cooked twice, and I don't know. I don't know the words. I don't know the words. Interesting. We have two shorefish opening for Hoh0. Not really usable because that one's not along the edge. You could maybe use this one. He shouldn't try to pit in between that. He might try to. Oh, gonna be happy with that re. I think.
Yes.
I did the wrong server. I think that was my bad. Also, I'm kind of excited by that because I did not like that. That was inland, AoE robot. That was inland. All right.
Start the game already.
You play too much JP set, but
Yes.
I still ask if it was inland or Conti. Oh no. Well, the thing is, the JP setting is on like it's a team game thing. They don't have a 1v1 ladder.
Oh yeah.
Yes. All right. Game number 4 on the way. We have all of our players in here.
Start the game already.
And we're off. Game 4 on the way. Man, it's so refreshing to do 1v1s because it's so quick. Now this is an inland map. Okay, so there's no entrance here. And look at this private deep. And this is what Minoan is going to be so good at abusing. The thing is, no one's close to this. Tokyo is actually quite far away. In a 1v1, I will honestly tell you, in a 1v1, this is anyone's water. Where's the crossing, though? Oh, it's pretty unlikely that Hoh0 is going to find the crossing easily. Oh my gosh, look at that crossing. Look at that. I've never seen a crossing that small. How many tiles is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tiles total of shallows on this map. What? What? Both players could dock block. That is so small. Oh, of course that's one dock. That is easily one dock. One dock smashes that one. You need... you can't one dock on... Well, yeah, you can one dock on this side because if you get 4, if you place it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, the corner will actually go all the way to here. You can't, like... I don't think you can snake around the edge here. I'd have to test that. That would mean it's 13 tiles, but I'm 90% sure that this is one dock blockable for both players. But we'll see. Let's take a look at their maps. That's actually way more important. So Strag's pretty rough for Hoh0. This one up against the edge isn't too far away, but not great. He did a berry start. His Gazelle, not great as well, kind of far away. In terms of elephants, he doesn't have any close by. These two he could find pretty easily. Those two he could find pretty easily. Meanwhile, if we look at, hold up, I need to, I just realized my scroll speed. How's no one said anything? My scrolls, I've been, like, moving way too fast for you guys. I'm sorry. Have I been giving you guys a headache? Anyway, let's see now. The map for Tokyo is just way, way better. Holy crap. Look at that Strag in the stone mine. That looks weird. So yeah, the map for Tokyo is just way better. He's got the 2 elephants. He is on the side with the massive private deep. If you guys don't understand how big this is, look at how big this is. And with Minoan, just 1 dock here, or 2 docks here, you know, one here, one here. You get to Bronze Age, you upgrade them to fishing ships, bam, all of a sudden you have a win condition. That's an Iron Age. That's like 4 TCs worth of food production that you could just spam. That's, you know, 6 or 7 ranges of copy production. That's a massive bonus there. There's another crossing at the middle too. No, there isn't. Those are just fish. This is the only crossing. We already scrolled over it. Is it the fishes? It's always the fishes. Yeah, this is, see, this is the difference. You can see the color is slightly different. This is a crossing. This is the fishes. Look at the fishies. It's just 2 fishes in bad spots. It's caught me before as well, but we got the croc here as well, guarding the 1 crossing. So we'll see how this goes. Now, there are 2 elephants far to the right here. Maybe Hoh0 gets all 4 here. But it's unlikely that he gets all 4 of his elephants. He's just going to have to work with his really tough gazelle push, which, to his credit, he's done decently with. He's gotten 3 so far, but you can tell how much time having rough gazelle adds to your map. And this is just why I think Tokyo's map is just significantly better. And now he can just at his leisure go for his elephants. He could add in a dock here. He's got a little bit of deep at the corner, but it's not going to add up to anything. There's any deep along this edge. So dock spots, I'm looking for dock spots for Hoh0. He's got 1, 2, 3 fish here. Could amount to a nice dock early on. There's a dock spot here with 5 fish, kind of in red. The person who wins the dock block war will actually get 3 fish as well. So we'll see how this pans out. We will see how this pans out. It looks like Hoh0 is going to be the first to move forward, or he's pushing another patch of gazelle. Ooh, this eco approach for Hoh0 is actually going to hurt him long term because he needs to be the one to find this crossing. If Tokyo dock blocks this and wins the water, I think the game is over. If Tokyo wins the water, this game is probably over. 4 on wood. This is 7 on wood for Tokyo. He might be trying a bronze here. Let's check the economies. No, only 19. Yeah, he's going to go slings. So that should be a slightly faster time for Tokyo. Now, the fact that neither player has found the middle yet does mean that this map is still really open. Anything is possible still. You can't really make it, like, the map at this point is just a small advantage. It's not a win or loss until the advantage is abused, which in Tokyo's case is going to be walling this and spamming some ships here, and then the game is probably just over. Unless Hoh0 gets a crazy crossing play. Now, Hoh0 is going to be on the other side of the map, and I think he caught up to here and tried to click over to here or something, and now he's pathing all the way to here. So it's going to be a long time, so this slinger play is going to go relatively unpunished. This Vil should be on the stone, but he's not on it there. He gets fixed. And now we just have defensive slings versus defensive slings. Okay, cool. So we're going to have a really slow-paced game here. Oh, interesting wall off. Man, Tokyo... I don't think players really realize that this is a river map yet, which is interesting. Usually that's the first thing you want to figure out. But Tokyo just going to play completely safe here. Uh-oh. This gazelle kill is going to be tough because they're all going to come running back. And then he's going to see that he has elephants on this hill as well. This is a great map for Tokyo, man. Just such a good map. And we do have a dock for Hoh0 going up. He's just going to be queuing up fishing boats, though, for the time being. It is a decent dock. It does give him 2 fishing boats and the opportunity to do a crossing here because Tokyo, still without a dock, is going to be probably regretting that pretty soon. He's starting to add in farms. He wants to play it land style. Now, Minoan, for many people don't realize, but Minoan get the plus 60 food on their farms, so it does add up. They do have options here with how they want to make their economy set up, but that's going to favor Hoh0 if they both play towards farms. But the fact that Hoh0 is the one making fishing boats first is kind of surprising, but again, that's what we always say about this. And If we think back to the Hittite map, we played one of the Classic Cup sets. One of our tournaments was on inland, 1v1 inland large Hittite mirror, and whenever you saw water like this, you're like, oh, you know, it's just going to be Tokyo's and he's just going to win because he's the closer player to the water. But that's rarely how it worked. It's always the first person to find it gets the advantage, right? And we're just not seeing that from Tokyo. He's being very slow. Baltoon, what do you mean called it? Tokyo will be up before 8 minutes. Yeah, he had a really fast time. But now, the crossing has been found first by Tokyo. Hoh0 just playing defensively at this point. Just hanging out. I mean, I think both players know what's happening here. He knows that Tokyo has the larger army. He knows that he's coming. He sees the timeline. Hoh0 does have the upgrade. Both players have the upgrade. But Tokyo's coming with a massive stack here. And there's a hill that he can aggress with really easily onto these barracks. His army is pathing strange around the forest, so he's going to see the wall. He's just going to go for it here. And now we have the info. Players know what's going on. And now we have full production. Hoh0's got to have to start to wall his side there. That house wall is just going to go down. And then Tokyo's going to be in. The thing is, by this point, this is the thing about attacking in a Sling War from home. This is why these games always go to bronze. Is the person who's attacking, they're further away from their barracks when they do it from home like this. Oh, some lag. That's such a shame.
Yes. Start the game already.
Because this is going to be a beautiful game.
Yes.
Because what's going to happen here is this is just going to stall out and take forever. Assuming perfect play. Now, if someone makes a mistake, it just snowballs and it's over. And then it's not really fun. But we have the chance here of this being even and going bronze. Let's take a look, though. Yeah, the fact that Tokyo is the first player across here is huge. Because he does... Long term, he has the better map. Now, it might take him forever to find it. He's adding in that third barracks, though, just going all in land. I mean, Tokyo's playing this like a land map. That little bit of fishing economy is good for Hoh0 now, like, eco-wise. Like, the problem is, all of Tokyo's economy is real. Right? Like, the fact that he's relying on 6 fishing boats right now for food income is a really big issue for Hoh0. And it's gonna add up as soon as those fish have a bad spot, or as soon as he runs out of those 2 shorefish. And now fighting with the hill behind him, Tokyo gonna take it. Hoh0 also gonna take it. They're gonna stand and fight here. Usually you don't get this much commitment from the players, honestly. There's a big commitment from both players, so this is just gonna snowball out of control for the winner. Or is this just dead even? And I'm telling you, this is pretty even. I think Tokyo's getting advantages here, though. 4 Hertzlings in the front for Hoh0. Tokyo going to move his Hertzlings to the back. Good micro from both to do so. It's all about the economies, though. The economy for Tokyo is just so much better. Look at this food income. Undisputed food income. The third barracks just now getting added by Hoh0 too. A little bit later than and this food income is out. This is the problem. He's relying on this for food production. Now he's only got 8 on food for 3 barracks. It's just not enough. And villagers. It's just not enough. 3 on stone as well. That could potentially get pushed off if he loses his front of his base. He has to hold here. His wood income dwindling. His dock. Oh, and now this is such long term. And he's actually going to lose a fishing boat to a clubber if he's not careful. That clubber is hilarious, by the way. Don't tell me it kills a fishing boat. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh, okay, we've seen it all. We've seen it all. We have seen it all. As we pan over the base, just take a look. Once again, this is the economy back at home. 5 barracks production. Toki's just going to absolutely overpower this moment. Oh, he's going to do it. He's got it. He's got the numbers. He just needs to not hit the barracks. Or he just needs to hit the barracks and force the fight. Because as soon as Hoh0 comes into this choke point, it gives Tokyo the advantage now. You see, Tokyo, every time Hoh0 comes into this choke point, Tokyo gets an advantage. Look at that. Wow, 5 slings just decimated, 6 just going down so fast. And like that, that's the snowball effect. Now it's fully in effect. There's a chance here for Hoh0, but no longer. And this is the Slinger War. It just takes forever to get through. Hoh0's gonna hold on because he has a dream. The barracks goes down, and now his slingers are in a lot of trouble here. He's gonna try and take the fight, but no chance here. No chance whatsoever. The numbers are just so in Tokyo's favor. He's one-shotting the slingers of Hoh0. Devastating blow for Hoh0 as Tokyo's gonna get 2 in a row this game. He's gonna get 2 in a row this series. That's a big momentum shift. Previously, they had been trading 1 for 1, right? Tokyo won game 1, Hoh0 won game 2. But then Tokyo won game 3, and now Tokyo wins game 4, putting him up 3-1, which is a big lead in a best of 9. Baltoon in a best of 9. Wow. Devastating play by Hoh0 there. Investing in the river dock is just... This is the risk, guys. This is the risk. He put a lot of wood income into fishing boats, and Tokyo said, nah, I'm just going to start making farms right away. And we saw immediate benefits to that. Now, it could have helped if Hoh0 had a better dock. This is a pretty rough dock spot, but I mean, that comes down to scouting. It's a bit luck-based, but at the same time, you could just go farms, right? And minnow farms are great with the extra food. I mean, it adds up. It really does add up. But let's see, game number 5. Oh, I have to host it. Right. The real difference was that Tokyo took those gas and Alibi's wrecked. I mean, yeah, Tokyo certainly had the better land map. But that doesn't necessarily lead to military advantage every game. Nice map games, he says. Hoh0 didn't keep up TC production for a long time, which Tokyo did. Yeah, but that's because he built a dock. That's the difference. When you build a dock and invest in the fishing boats, you have to have more vills on wood. So Tokyo just built the farms steadily, so it's easy to take the vills off of wood. Netquaker the score? I'm pretty sure you can see it at the top here. But it's 3-1.
Yes.
Large islands. Oh boy. So we've already had Minoan. Palmy. All right. Tokyo's feeling it with these Civ selections today, if you ask me. Can you guys hear my chair much? I know that's a random question, but can you hear the chair? Also, have you guys noticed I moved my mic? I made some adjustments to the sound setting here. Okay. As long as you don't hear the chair too much. Oh, wow. So, Palmy. Palmy for Hoh0, Palmy for Tokyo. Here's a quick look at the map, just so you get a feeling for it. Not too crazy. No fish in the middle. I'd say the biggest thing is that there's literally zero fish in the middle, except for like right there. That's the only factor here at play. Now it is palmy. I think both players just gonna open with the berries here. Okay. Unless you get oh, great shorefish pits here along the edge for Tokyo. He also has a nice elephant. No gazelle though. Hello. Wow. Is that a no gazelle map for Tokyo? Am I crazy? There's some up here, but where's this patch of gazelle? Is it like hiding here maybe? No? Weird. He got a no gazelle map. Meanwhile, Hoh0 doesn't have gazelle. What is going on here? Oh, he has 4, I guess. That's weird. This is weird. The island map generations have been really low food today. See, the small island map didn't even have extra berry or elephants. It was just your starting berry and gazelle. And now now Tokyo's just got no food to work with. He's gonna pull the elephant. Obviously, he had it right there. I mean, it's close, I guess. But this is a really rough map for Tokyo. That being said, that's not exactly fair because he could just pit here and just have a great map, right? So, I mean, it comes down to finding that, though. And if you're looking for gazelle, question mark, you know what I mean? Whatever. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because it's going to come down to just who gets the better bronze time in a Palmy War. Because the wood income is so high for Palmy when you have good wood pits. And that's something I think Hoh0 should be taking into account. We obviously saw Tokyo use that in game 1 to his advantage quite clearly. Was the Palmy wood income can be staggering if you're not prepped for it. Their economy can do so well late tool compared to other civs. Once you get the wheel, it kind of I mean, Palmy Eco is still really good and all, but other civs also have good wood incomes. So it's like, you have enough. As long as you have enough wood. I don't know what I'm saying. I need to stop talking today. I feel like everything I said in the past 1 minute just needs to be erased. Oh, Palmyville almost going down here. It's so expensive. Oh, and the wood chopper blocked. Oh, you know he's mad about that one. Now, this pit will secure 1 shorefish, which is not very much. Now, the wood pit for Tokyo doesn't do much better. It's only on 6 or 7. It's only a wood. Hoh0 also has a really nice spot here. I mean, man, that's like a TC spot almost. I wish if you had 1 food source, but the fact that you had to pick, I guess you go granary left, storage pit right for the 4 shorefish and the berries. But those are both along the coast, and as the game develops, you'll find that the coast is far harder to play. Hoh0 gonna add in a really early dock here, so he's definitely going for some sort of fish boom. Tokyo not to that stage just yet. Again, his pit was much, much later. He's just really now starting to chop. Looks like he wants to add in a pit on the right here. But Hoh0, I'm gonna start the fish boom. And this is going to be the big difference between the maps is, you know, that's the second elephant now for Hoh0, as well as, you know, for Gazelle that he got. He pushed 2 already, I think. Yeah, 1 here, 2 here. He's missing 1. Or I'm missing 1. Whatever. Yeah, it looks like Tokyo's just going to pit over here for the 3 shorefish. And and a granary, so Tokyo's doing very well in my eye in terms of having a nice map opening. But Hoh0 starting that fish boom. It's going to lead to a 3-ville lead now. And still no dock for Tokyo, which is strange. Very strange. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he can play this map without a dock yet. You know, he's going to be going tool without a dock, which is, questionable maybe. And this build just came out, so we know he either just clicked or he still hasn't. Okay, yeah, Tokyo's on his way up now. Now adding in the second dock is Hoh0, so his fish boom is really going to be significant. Problem is if he can't hold it. Oh, I'm an idiot. I couldn't see it. Tokyo had fish boom as well. He had his, well, it's not as much of a fish boom, but he just has the 1 dock here on the corner, and he's going to spot the dock of Hoh0. Looking for those fishers. And that's huge. That's the second time on islands where we've seen Tokyo really go exploring with the fishing boat early, sacrificing that economy for the intel. Now there is a barracks here. I think now we're going to be seeing a bit more of a bronze play on islands. It is large island, so it's a bit harder to aggress. Now, Hoh0's up. The question is, what does he do? Does he queue up boats, or does he go for bronze? Setting in that early market. Looks like he wants to get wood chop ASAP. Looks like he wants to play tool as well. Three docks is a pretty classic count for aggression, and it looks like we're going to have some sort of landing attempt from Tokyo. Looks like a landing attempt. He's going to try and scout rush. Now, this is really risky because he spotted the... He saw the dock. Oh no, this is going to be a disaster for Tokyo. Hoh0 can just see this coming. Oh no, disaster strikes. Oh, but the block didn't come in. He didn't block. What? He tried to quick wall the coast. It doesn't matter though. The units are in. This is 2 fully upgraded scouts. This could be deadly. Now this is going to force Hoh0 into some interesting defense here. Because it's 2 vills in here as well. What does he go for? He's trying to quick wall up his whole base. Panic, if you ask me. Panic, panic, panic. As we do look for that, the wall off coming in. Is everyone going to be nice and safe? Yeah, everyone's safe except for the TC. But the 2 villas from Tokyo are going to mean this land rush is going to be pretty significant. The problem is he's ceding an entire economy section of the map to Hoh0, right? I mean, you're rushing on the land when half the economy is on the water. And Hoh0 is just going to calmly add in... He's just going to calmly add a stable. Or a range, rather. He's completely open on the north side still. Adding in some bowmen of his own. So the Vills of Hoh0 in some trouble here. There's a lot of pressure from Tokyo, who's adding another stable who's bronze. Wait a second, what? He was able to scout rush with upgrades and bronze in 14 minutes? 1320? Wow, he's been bronze for a while. I missed that completely. My bad, guys. I was focused on the lion. And he bronzed. Dang, if you're Hoh0, you gotta be a little scared now. Now, he did shut down the food income of Tokyo, but we've seen time and time again, Tokyo doesn't mind not having fishing. Especially if he's able to just farm back at home. Safely and unperturbed. You know, these single axemen not going to do anything here, as cavalry are soon to be produced. A lot of tool army being produced by Tokyo, or by Hoh0, but it's all going to get cleaned up by a cav or two. And now we have a workshop, and if you're Hoh0, what do you do here? He is so far away from clicking bronze. Wow. This is incredible that this is working for Tokyo. This aggression gonna pan out. This one stone thrower as well is gonna be such a game changer here. A stone thrower and 2 more cav, a temple, like we could see everything from Tokyo here. He has the whole world at his disposal here, and now the cav count is just way too high for any barracks units. And at this point, Hoh0 knows he's just on the clock. He needs to get the bronze and fast, and he's open. Isn't he open here? Am I crazy, or is this open? Vertex, you're just not in the Classic Cup Discord then, or you're not checking it enough. Oh, he's open! I knew it! How does nobody see this but me? How do I see this? He's just gonna call GG. He knows it's ogre. Yep, GG indeed. Tokyo with a brilliant play. I don't know how he pulled this off. But he scout rushed, made it past the scout ships. He transported, made it past the scout ships of Hoh0. Hoh0 has a disaster at home, and somehow Tokyo, with 2 scouts and full upgrades, also gets a 13 minute 40-second bronze. What's this bronze time look like? This was incredible play. 12-minute bronze? Are you kidding me? 1240? That's nearly perfect, but that was with the 2 scouts, the transport, the full upgrades on the scouts, the 2 vills that just ran across here. How did Palmy, man? Palmy, and that was with a map with no gazelle. He did that with 1 elephant that was here, starting berry, this berry. He made 3 fishing boats, which promptly died because he didn't play water. And then I guess the shorefish pit was sick. This was 3 shorefish here and then another 2 here. But he didn't get this until after he was, like, tool. Yeah, Sloovy, indeed. That was a lot. To be fair, though, Hoh0 had one as well. Hoh0 made the choice. Hoh0 had 7 shorefish here and chose to go dock instead. He played the greedy game. He docked the shorefish as Palmy. And that's maybe the mistake. That's maybe the mistake. Palmy vills are so good and expensive. Maybe you just need to take the shorefish pits. But Tokyo picked Palmy on large islands and just dominated. Wow, what a play there. What a play. Let's get into game number 5. Game 6 here. He always bronzes. This is a Bo9. They're not going to play all games. It's going to be over, I believe, when one of the players gets up to 5 wins. That is how a best of 9 works. But that was a sick game. Man, Tokyo is such a cool player. He's been one of my favorite players to watch for a long time. There's a period, I'd say about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, where, man, it was hard to tell who was better, Tokyo or Embe. And it was Tokyo, Embe, and Memo who really dominated, and Soy, who dominated the first 4. Like, I think it was those 4 were the finalists for the first 4 Classic Cups. Like, they were just consistently by far the best players on DE. Recently, I haven't felt the same about Tokyo, but if this show match shows anything, it's that he's not a joke, man. He's so solid. Yeah, I'd say he's gotten really good recently. Conti, okay. Yeah, Tokyo's played a lot more. Yeah, that's why I said about a year and a half ago it was harder to tell for sure Vertex. But now I'd say, ever since Embe had his kid, he's been kind of MIA. He's been missing. He hasn't played nearly as much. And I think that showed a lot in the 3v3 tournament. Embe really, it was tough for TLC for sure. Sumer. Conti Sumer. Let's get the Vil rushes in the house. Alright, let's see if Hoh0 can pull this out, because right now this is a staggering defeat. The games were random civ. Game 1 was random civ, random map. And from so on, we do loser picks map, winner picks mirror civ after the map. So the loser of the previous game picks the map, and then the winner picks the mirror civ. Tokyo gonna open with a bold pit. Oh my gosh, look at this. Start for Hoh0. Beautiful. 5 Vils on Shorefish, easily fitting there. He could even get away with 4 with this map, and then just do his wood. Now, the problem with this is the wood line isn't great, but it's certainly better than his strag, so good opening. And let's see if he goes... Uh-oh. This is just... You don't Villy War Sumer versus Sumer, do you? You don't risk that. No, you don't risk that. There's no reason. Yeah. Well, the map gets picked first, but yes, Luby. Let's see. A lot on the fish here. Now, this is basically going to function as a shorefish wood pit for Tokyo, because he's got 3 really close drags to it. So it's good enough. It certainly beats his berry start for sure. Question is... what do you do if you're Tokyo? Because he's kind of set the pace for every game. I feel like in a lot of these, Hoh0's been trying to match strategies by Tokyo. Like on the Highland game, Hoh0 was just on the defensive against the archers. On the Inland game, he was just on the defensive against the slingers, right? So what does Tokyo do now that sets the tone? Does Hoh0 try to axe here? He's got the Vil coming forward. His one win was when he axe rushed. Might that be his best strat? Might that be what he goes for now? Who knows? Who knows? Ooh, these berries are actually rough. Good for Hoh0 that he found this pit. If that ruin wasn't there, they'd maybe be okay. But the fact that these 2 are tucked in here means that even his wood pit is rough. Now the second elephant coming in for Tokyo. Check the economies real quick, make sure it's all even. Yeah. And this forward Vil, ooh, gonna maybe get spotted. We have Vil to Vil interaction. They're just gonna pass by. Nobody noticed anything. Now he did walk by the house as well, and that gator gets another snack, another bite of a leg. Ho0 has to be careful with this Vil. He is in dangerous territory. Sending another Vil out to the right here. Maybe going for a pit here. Maybe a dock here could be good. But a shorefish pit here would be pretty strong. Spotting those fish as well. Where did Tokyo's Vil go? I lost track of him. Oh, here he is. He's on his way. Let's just keep track of this guy, Mr. Rogan here. Oh, he's in on the wood line. Could potentially get boned down. He's gonna walk right into the granary. How is this Vil alive? Tokyo, do something. Oh my gosh, Tokyo, you can't let this happen. He's just gonna let him by. Nope, he's gonna catch him. Now we have another pit coming down on the wood line. Meanwhile, where is Hoh0's Vil? Oh, he's getting in there. He's getting in here. So as well, Tokyo's gonna walk right into the wood line, and Hoh0's gonna notice that immediately. Meanwhile, his Vil's still on the run. Oh, but Tokyo loses track. Hoh0 once again gets away. Or Hoh0 loses track. Tokyo gets away. Oh, I'm getting confused. Who's who? Oh, and here's the barracks from Hoh0. Beautifully placed. Is it maybe too far to the right, though? Might Tokyo have enough resource to quick wall this entire side in? I don't know. That ruin really ruins his wood line. No, that's a bad joke. But I will say the ruins ruin everything. Tokyo here. Not up just yet, doing defensive barracks. Hoh0's rush, though, is going to be pretty rough for Tokyo to defend. Hi, Kretz. It's going to be really tough for Tokyo to defend. At this point, I don't know whose rush I favor. I mean, the Axer upgrade is already in for Hoh0, but he's messed it up, and now he's given enough time to the walling efforts of Tokyo, who's full walled a beautiful area. He still has berries. He's adding in the dock. He could just delete that storage pit, honestly. He just needs to watch the overchop. We could see some slings, but meanwhile, the rush of Tokyo is actually going to do some damage. He's going to kill a Vil. Now, these Sumer Vils will take forever to kill, even with Axers, with upgrades. Tokyo's being very careful about the overchop. Very paranoid here. I would like a single slinger from Hoh0 just to start battering down the wall. And now we have some quick walls from Hoh0 as well. Does he have enough stone for this? It doesn't look like he has enough stone for the entire thing. And he misses a tile. He's going to finish the wall off, but this one Axer's in. So he's going to have to group with his other Vils. Oh, this is just a disaster if you're Hoh0. Now, that being said, Sumer Vils are going to be able to survive this pretty well. If he just pulls back the hurt Vil. Oh, he's actually going to lose a Vil there. Meanwhile, his rush doing very little. He's going to fight the Axers to Axer, though. If he can clear out the barracks and make it and defend his own base, he should be in a fine spot. Let's check the economies. 22 to 18. Huge Vil lead, so he can afford some losses here and there. But Tokyo's going to start the fish boom. But how? He's got no fishing boats. The stock is actually in a pretty bad spot. What do you do if you're Hoh0? Guess you just keep attacking. I would add in a sling. Try and really up the pressure here, but I guess he's out of stone now. Tokyo. It's going to come down to the axe or micro. Tokyo going to get out. Micro, though, does trade 1, but it's 1 for 2 so far, and it's going to become 1 for 3 if he keeps fighting uphill like this, which he will do. 2 for 3, 2 for 4. Really bad trade for Tokyo there. And Hoh0 with the better economy wants to keep trading the military. Look at the kill loss, 7 to 8, 7 to 6, rather. Some extra losses in there from wildlife, it seems. And now we have the first ship all the way around for Tokyo. He's going to try and pester the shoreline, but in defense, the ship from Hoh0 already there in position, and that means this whole thing has to go all the way back, and all of a sudden, the rotation on that is just going to take so long. So now Tokyo with more axers trying to apply more pressure. Going to get caught out on the left while he attacks 2 different houses at once, forcing 4 villas to repair, 5 villas to repair. So that's a pretty big investment in the defense already. So certainly paying off, trying to make up for his vill deficit. He's Tokyo by attacking so much pressure here. Now let's see, the axers are in. Good micro from Hoh0, going to keep some alive, getting good surrounds. He's actually got the numbers advantage now. Once again, the micro in the axer war going in favor of... Oh. Well, not if he doesn't use these boys. I was about to say the micro going in favor of Hoh0, but he just came out even there. So still just 11 to 10. Meanwhile, so many vills being idled here to the defend, and now we have 2 scout ships versus 2 scout ships. Are we there in time, though? No, Tokyo not paying attention to his water micro. Now needs to go back fully to repair because that's a disaster, and now one more of the axers getting cleaned up by Tokyo, or of Tokyo, by Hoh0. And a single bowman, 2 bowmen coming out, actually. Interesting choices here. When slingers are in the mix, you don't typically expect to see bowmen this early. And now a range. Man, these players are so similar. Now a range to defend by Tokyo as well. I guess he's out of stone as well. He's actually completely out of stone. That's why these house walls are so important to him. He has to keep flooding axers to these choke points because, man, this is tough. Both players on 1 barrack axeman pump. Oh, but 2 barracks here. Oh, and the bowman getting caught out by the lions. Oh, this is huge. That sucks. These shorefish finally getting cleaned up by Tokyo. Tokyo? I'm 90% sure Tokyo's a man. Oh no. Hoh0 in some trouble. Oh no, Hoh0's not in trouble. That ship of Tokyo's in some trouble. Looks like his rally point was just on the wrong spot. He lost a lot there. Now fighting back with the bowman, but Hoh0 makes it past the axers. Four on 3 on the water. I'm surprised that he can't attack this, but it makes sense. With all the villas there, they can just repair. Oh. The bowman could have just gotten clapped. I think we will never know the truth. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care. Let's play the games. Oh, and now a huge surround with the axers fighting of Tokyo. He's got all of the bowmen to just support this. I'm really surprised that Hoh0 took that fight. He doesn't really have the bowman count now. And now the archer count is 4-5 onto the 2 defenders, 3 defenders, 2 ranges, though, defensively for Hoh0. Is neither player comfortable going to stone. A huge villager transfer from Tokyo as well. That's a really bold play. I wonder why he did that. Maybe just afraid of the overchop. But now winning the water would be Hoh0. No, Tokyo. Jeez, I keep getting them mixed up. It is Tokyo winning the water, but if he doesn't micro this properly, he could be in some trouble. He's in on the right. This is going to be GG. This is going to be the series. It's over. He got in on the right. Oh, this overchop is so unfortunate. Look at that. What? That cut a hole through his forest. I can't believe it. So hard to see that. GG's indeed. Decisive 5-1 from Tokyo.
Yes.
Wow. 5